Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Washington, Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news now. Folks, buckle up because what we're about to discuss has the potential to shake up the entire NFC East and reshape the Washington Commanders' prospects for this season and beyond. It's a move that's been brewing under the radar but could turn out to be one of the most significant transfers of the 2024 NFL offseason. We're talking about the recent acquisition of Marquise Brown, the electrifying wide receiver nicknamed Hollywood for his blazing speed and playmaking ability, coming over from the Kansas City Chiefs to join the Commanders. This isn't just a minor addition, it's a statement, a signal that Washington is serious about contending and retooling their offensive arsenal to push for a deep playoff run. Now, let's take a closer look at what this trade really entails. The Commanders sent a third-round pick in 2026, along with cornerback Benjamin St-Juste, to the Chiefs in exchange for Brown. At first glance, it might seem like a small price to pay for such a dynamic receiver, but the implications are enormous. Brown, since entering the league in 2019, has established himself as one of the most explosive threats in the league. Over his career, he's accumulated 382 receptions, racking up over 300 yards and scoring 34 touchdowns. His yards per catch, sitting comfortably at around 11. 4 yards speaks to his ability to stretch the field, create big plays, and keep defenses honest. And let's not forget, Brown has been a proven deep threat, with a catch rate of nearly 62%, which is pretty solid considering how many of his catches are contested or downfield. In 2025, even though he's only played 6 games due to a shoulder injury in Week 1, Brown has shown flashes of brilliance. He's caught 30 passes for 302 yards and 3 touchdowns, with an average of 10 yards per reception. His advanced metrics are encouraging too, with a PFF grade of 71.6, an EPA per target of plus 0.28, and an average YAC yards after catch of 41 yards. These numbers tell us that Brown isn't just a speedster. He's a versatile receiver who can create yards after the catch and make a difference on every route. His career YAC of 4 yards per reception, combined with his ability to break tackles, around 14 broken tackles over his career, makes him a dangerous weapon in the open field. But what makes this move so intriguing is the context. The Kansas City Chiefs, currently sitting at a 3-3 record through 6 games, are facing some questions on defense, which is allowing around 22 points per game. They've been prioritizing their draft picks to bolster their secondary, especially after the team released cap space of about $11 million, possibly to retool their defense and address specific needs. There's some skepticism about their ability to three-peat, especially with Mahomes' EPA per pass sitting at around plus 0.22, which isn't exactly dominant by his standards. The Chiefs are clearly looking to optimize their roster, and trading Brown to the Commanders shows a focus on shoring up their secondary with Benjamin St-Juste, a promising young cornerback. Meanwhile, for Washington, this isn't just about adding a talented receiver. It's about transforming their offense into a more explosive and unpredictable unit. The projections for Brown's impact are impressive. Analysts forecast that he could surpass 950 yards receiving this season, with around 8 touchdowns. His presence on the field is expected to boost the team's overall offensive EPA per pass to around plus 12%, and his yards per route run could increase by approximately 17 yards. That's a significant upgrade, especially considering how the offense has struggled at times in recent seasons. With Brown's speed and playmaking ability, the Commanders are likely to see more big plays, more scoring opportunities, and a sharper, more dynamic passing game. To put it into perspective, the addition of Brown elevates Washington's offensive threat level considerably. His ability to create separation, roughly plus 1. 8 yards compared to the opposing defender, and win deep routes, plus 6% deep catch rate, makes him a perfect complement to Terry McLaurin, who's been the primary deep threat for the team. This pairing could be lethal, forcing defenses to pick their poison and opening up more opportunities for the other weapons on the field. And if we look at the broader picture, this move could be the X factor that propels the Commanders into serious playoff contention, especially considering their current standing and the NFC landscape. Now, let's talk about the Super Bowl odds. Before this trade, Washington was sitting at around plus 2,500 to win it all, a long shot but with a lot of room for improvement. With Brown now in the mix, those odds could tighten to roughly plus 1,800, reflecting a newfound confidence in their offensive potential. This, combined with their solid defensive foundation and the leadership of coach Ron Rivera, makes the Commanders a team to watch closely. They are no longer just a dark horse. They are contenders with a real shot at making noise in the postseason. And here's an interesting angle. This move also sends a message to their division rivals, especially the Giants and Eagles. The Commanders are not just sitting back and waiting for things to happen. They are actively reshaping their roster to compete at the highest level. Brown's addition could be the boost that pushes them over the edge, turning what was a decent team into a true playoff threat. It's a bold statement, and it shows that Washington is serious about making a deep run, possibly even aiming for that elusive Super Bowl appearance. So what about the impact on the team's chemistry and overall dynamics? Well, adding a player like Brown, who's known for his speed, work ethic, and big play ability, can energize the entire offense. It also provides quarterback Sam Howell with a reliable deep threat, which can open up the field and make the passing game more efficient. Howell, still in his early stages as a starter, can benefit tremendously from a receiver who can stretch defenses and create mismatches. This move also indicates that the front office is willing to invest in young talent and go all in on a competitive window. It's a clear signal that Washington isn't just planning for the future. They want to contend now. Of course, there are some questions. Will Brown stay healthy after his shoulder injury? Can he pick up the offense quickly and build chemistry with Howell? These are valid concerns, but given his talent and the coaching staff's work ethic, there's reason to believe he'll adapt and thrive. The secondary, bolstered by the addition of Benjamin St-Juste, should help cover for any potential gaps, allowing Brown to focus on being the game-changing receiver he's proven to be. Now, let's not forget the historical context. The Commanders have been searching for that offensive spark, that game-changing weapon who can turn a game around in a flash. Terry McLaurin has been reliable, but the addition of Brown gives them a true number two who can operate in different areas of the field. If Brown can stay healthy and form quick chemistry with Howell, we could see some fireworks in the upcoming games. The NFC East is a tough division, no doubt, with the Eagles and Cowboys fighting hard, but with this move, Washington is making a statement. They're not here to just compete, they're here to win. Looking ahead, the schedule sets up nicely for the Commanders to capitalize on this boost. They face divisional rivals and some key matchups that could define their season. The hope is that Brown's speed and ability to create separation, about +1. 8 yards compared to defenders, and his deep threat potential, +6% deep catch rate, will help them score more points and improve their standings. The team's projection to reach 26 points per game is significant, especially when considering how inconsistent their offense has been in previous seasons. With Brown on board, they're closer than ever to becoming one of the most dangerous teams in the NFC. To wrap this up, what we're seeing here is not just a simple trade. It's a strategic move that could be a game changer for the Washington Commanders. It's a bold step toward maximizing their offensive potential, adding a proven deep threat, and making a real push for postseason glory. The Chiefs might be doubting their decision to let go of Brown, especially in a league where big plays make all the difference, but Washington is betting on his speed and playmaking ability to elevate their game to new heights. This is a moment to watch closely, because if everything falls into place, the Commanders could be on the verge of something special, maybe even a deep playoff run and a shot at the Super Bowl. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this move? Do you believe Brown can be the catalyst that pushes the team over the edge? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for all the latest Washington Commanders news. This season is shaping up to be unforgettable, and with moves like this, the future looks brighter than ever for the burgundy and gold.